Have you ever looked into a cat's eyes and felt watched? Not just by the cat, but by something beyond? Across ancient civilizations, people believed that a cat's eyes weren't just beautiful, they were powerful. Some said they could see spirits. Others believed they held secret knowledge, even glimpses of the future. In dark legends, a cat's gaze could curse, protect, or even connect to the afterlife. But why did so many cultures fear and revere those glowing eyes? Were they just victims of superstition, or is there something truly magical behind them? Today, we're diving deep into the forgotten folklore, chilling myths, and hidden science behind the mysterious eyes of cats. What secrets do they hold? And should you ever look too long into them? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might never see a cat the same way again. From the sun-drenched temples of ancient Egypt to the silent stone altars of Greece, cats were never seen as ordinary animals, and their eyes especially were treated as divine symbols. In ancient Egypt, the cat was sacred, and its eyes were believed to carry the power of the sun god Ra. The goddess Bastet, often depicted with a feline face, was a protector of homes and a guardian against evil spirits. Egyptians believed a cat's stare could ward off dark forces. Its eyes, always alert, were like tiny suns keeping the underworld at bay. In ancient Greece, philosophers connected cats with the moon-nosed glowing eyes reflecting silver light in the dark. To them, a cat's gaze symbolized hidden truth and intuition, things the rational world couldn't explain. Even today, cat eyes are linked to insight and mystery, but back then, they were sacred windows between the physical and spiritual realms. In the world of myths and superstitions, cats have always been seen as more than just animals. They've been regarded as mystical beings with extraordinary powers, especially when it comes to their eyes. Across different cultures, a cat's gaze was believed to hold the ability to peer into hidden realms and even manipulate the world around them. In many European folk tales, a cat's eyes were thought to have the power to curse. One common belief was that a cat could steal a person's soul with a single gaze, especially if the cat was black. In medieval times, people feared that a black cat's eyes could bring bad luck, or worse, death. But the most chilling myth comes from ancient Egypt, where cats were believed to be the guardians of the afterlife. It was said that the eyes of cats could see the souls of the dead, and that by staring into their eyes, they could connect the living to the spirit world. And then, there's the belief that cats, especially those with green or yellow eyes, could sense evil spirits. This idea was widespread in many cultures, where cats were kept to ward off malevolent forces from entering homes or towns. As we move into the Middle Ages, the connection between cats and their mysterious powers grew even stronger, fueled by fear and superstition. During this time, cats were often associated with witchcraft and evil force, especially their eyes. In Europe, it was widely believed that cats, particularly black cats, were witches' familiars. People thought they could shapeshift into human form, and their eyes were believed to hold the secrets of dark magic. Some tales even said that a cat's gaze could hypnotize someone, leaving them vulnerable to a curse or spell. But it wasn't just witches who were believed to be connected to cats. The devil himself was rumored to take the form of a cat, and his eyes were said to glow with an otherworldly light. In the Dark Ages, it wasn't unusual for people to be terrified by the sight of a cat's glowing eyes in the night, associating them with evil omens. This fear reached its peak during the Inquisition, when cats were often burned alive alongside accused witches, believed to be possessed by dark spirits. A cat's eyes were considered to be the most dangerous part of its body, seen as windows to evil and the gateway to hell. The power of a cat's eyes wasn't just confined to Europe. Different cultures around the world have their own rich folklore surrounding these mysterious creatures and their gaze. In Japan, cats have a particularly intriguing role in folklore. The myth of the Bakeneko and Nekomata tells of cats that possess supernatural powers, including the ability to shapeshift and control the dead. These cats' eyes were believed to hold mystical powers, capable of bewitching humans or calling forth spirits from the afterlife. People believed that if a cat stared into your eyes for too long, it could possess your soul or even bring death upon you. In Scotland and Ireland, there's a myth of the cat Sith, a large black cat that roams the Highlands. It was believed that the cat Sith had the ability to steal the souls of the dead before they reached the afterlife. Its eyes, glowing in the dark, were thought to be a sign that it was lurking nearby, waiting for the soul of a recently deceased person. The cat Sith's gaze was said to be so powerful that it could even control the winds and weather. In the Middle East, cats were revered for their ability to ward off evil jinn spiritual entities that could possess humans. Their keen sight and sharp gaze were believed to give them the ability to sense evil spirits and protect the home. Cats, particularly those with piercing eyes, were seen as guardians against dark forces. These global beliefs all share one thing in common. The eyes of the cat were viewed as windows to another world, a place of mystery, magic, and often danger. While the folklore and myths surrounding cat eyes may seem otherworldly, there's a fascinating scientific explanation behind their eerie glow and remarkable abilities. In fact, what ancient cultures saw as supernatural might have a much more grounded explanation in biology. Cats' eyes are equipped with something called tapetum lucidum, reflective layer behind the retina that enhances their night vision. This layer allows them to see in extremely low light, making them superb hunters in the dark. The glowing effect that we see in a cat's eyes at night is simply the light reflecting off this layer, giving them that otherworldly glow. To ancient people, though, this was a mystery, something they couldn't explain. And when they saw those glowing eyes staring back at them in the dark, it's no wonder they associated them with the supernatural. In the absence of scientific knowledge, they turned to folklore to make sense of it. Interestingly, this glowing effect isn't exclusive to cats. Many nocturnal animals, including deer and dogs, have tapetum lucidum, but it's the cat's sharp, intense stare that often makes them seem like they're peering into another realm. So, was the cat's gaze just a trick of biology? Or was there something more mystical about it? Ancient cultures believed there was a deeper, spiritual truth hidden in those eyes, and perhaps, even today, they still inspire that sense of mystery and awe. Even in today's world, the legend of the cat's eyes continues to captivate our imaginations. Cats, especially in pop culture, remain symbols of mystery, magic, and independence, and their eyes still hold a powerful allure. In horror movies and mystery thrillers, the glowing eyes of cats are often used to represent something otherworldly. Think about the eerie, supernatural cats in movies like Pet Sematary or The Chronicles of Narnia. The eyes serve as a visual cue, signaling that something unnatural is at play, connecting the animal to the supernatural world. The greenish glow of a cat's eyes, in particular, has become a symbol of the occult. Cats are often associated with witchcraft, and their eyes are seen as key to unlocking dark secrets, or even as a way to cast spells. You've probably heard of the saying, "Cat's eyes can see through lies." This idea is still pervasive in modern pop culture, where cats are often depicted as mysterious and wise creatures with the ability to see beyond the ordinary. Moreover, cat-eye gemstones, especially those with that unique reflective quality, are still popular in jewelry, often thought to bring protection and good fortune. These gemstones are believed to have a similar, mystical power as their real-life counterparts, linking the belief in cats' eyes to personal protection and good luck. From horror films to spiritual practices, cats have successfully carried their folklore into the modern world, reminding us of the ancient fear and fascination with their eyes. Despite the myths, superstitions, and scientific explanations, one thing remains clear. Cats and their eyes continue to hold an almost mystical place in our minds. Why are we so drawn to them? Why do we feel a sense of sometimes fear when we lock eyes with a cat? Perhaps it's because cats are creatures of dual nature, both domesticated and wild, both familiar and mysterious. Their eyes, always watchful, remind us of a world we don't fully understand. They embody the unknown, the hidden truths that exist just beneath the surface of our everyday lives. In a way, when we gaze into a cat's eyes, we're peering into the mysteries of the universal world that's just out of reach but always present. Cats are creatures that have seen centuries of history, from ancient Egypt to modern times. In their eyes, we can still find traces of those long-lost legends and the stories that shaped our understanding of the world. They remind us that there's still magic in the world, even if it's just the magic of the unknown. As humans, we've always been fascinated by the mystical, the supernatural, and the unexplainable. Cats, with their knowing eyes, have become symbols of that fascination, constantly reminding us that there's more to the world than what meets the eye. So, whether you believe in the ancient superstitions or see a cat's eyes purely as a fascinating biological feature, one thing is clear: cats and their eyes will forever be wrapped in mystery. From protecting homes to staring into the unknown, their gaze will continue to hold us in awe, sparking curiosity and wonder in every culture, every era. As we've seen, the eyes of a cat are more than just windows to their soul. They've been windows to worlds unseen, to ancient powers and beliefs that have shaped human imagination for millennia. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of cat mythology and the secrets behind their eyes, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. There's plenty more mysterious and fascinating content waiting for you on this channel. And remember, next time you lock eyes with a cat, you might just be gazing into something much more profound than you think.